What's going on, everyone, and welcome to another OOTP 25 Montreal Expos expansion episode. We are at opening day 2026 here, and we're ready to go. This is the most excited I have been for a season so far. We have a solid team, and by solid, I mean we can hit the snot out of the ball. We have batters from 1 to, about 7 or 8 of guys that I wouldn't be shocked to be an all-star. Unfortunately, I don't feel the same way about our pitching staff. So, before we get into anything, I just do want to cover AJ Puck is out for 6 more weeks. Elbow inflammation, unfortunately, for the closer. He is on the shelf at the moment. Bellinger should be coming back in about a week or so, and Bellinger does have a role within our team. One thing I realized going through spring training and setting up opening day lineups, we don't really have a DH against righties. So as of right now, that spot is Bretton Doyle in center, and we've kind of maneuvered everyone else around to take advantage of his defense. But not all of our reserves hit better against lefties than they do righties. So Bellinger's going to come back. Bellinger's going to slot in to the DH spot against righties. I don't know who's going to go down at that point. Maybe we'll have an injury within that first week or so. We will find out, but without further ado, let's take a look at the team. Pitching staff, starters are all righties. Don't love that, but it's the way it is. Dylan Cease is going to take that #1 spot. Ryan Pepiot's going to take that #2 spot. Palencia did well enough in spring training that I'm giving him the #3. We're going to give him the start of the season to show himself. Kamar Rocker coming in at the 4. Jack Leiter is going to take the 5. It's exactly what I showed you guys in the preseason preview. That is how we are going to line up. For the bullpen here, Soriano goes from setup to closer to fill in for the injured AJ Puck. Ferguson's going to stay in that stopper role. Luis Gill gets promoted to the setup role. Here we got the middle relievers. Spencer Howard is who I want to keep an eye on because he is who will slot into starting role if need be. Kyle Nicholas does make the roster thanks to the injury to AJ Puck. And Flaherty actually outpitched him. Flaherty is going to be the long reliever. Flaherty is also a potential starting rotation guy. Nicholas is probably who's going to go down once Puck is back. Come to the lineups here. Lineups are pretty straightforward. We have hitters. We got Evan Carter batting leadoff against righties, Condon in the 2, Seager in the 3, Cruz in the 4, Dolis in the 5, Harry Ford 6, Blaze 7, Brian 8, Bretton 9 in center field. Against lefties, not much changes. We got Ford batting leadoff, Condon 2, Carter 3, Cruz 4, Seager 5, Garcia 6, Glaber 7. We're actually going to swap Seager and Garcia there. Garcia 5, Seager 6. Glaber Torres slots in at first base against lefties in the 7 spot. Bryant goes back to left in the 8 spot. Blaze Alexander in the 9 spot. I am really confident for this year. First off, look at how Harry Ford has developed for us. Let's come over to ratings. He is a killer against lefties. He is outstanding, and he can man almost any position on the field for us. So that is awesome. Right now, he's going to be our catcher. But let's take a look at how did he develop. So we only got 3 updates here. It's by the Expos head scout. It's only the 3 yearly updates, looks like. But I mean, he has killed it. Look at all of these. Just straight pluses across the board. He is going to be a top tier catcher. An incredible Rule 5 pick. The other guys I want to highlight are just Charlie Condon. Condon's looking like a superstar. Pretty good personality except for the low leadership. But he's got everything else we look for. #1 prospect right now. If he doesn't win Rookie of the Year, I will be disappointed. He is a DH for us at the moment. Could slot into first, could slot into the outfield. But this season, with how we're set up, he is a DH. Come over here, load up some preseason predictions. As of right now, we're a 90-win team. We're projected to finish in a 3-way tie for the division at 90 wins. I will take that. 245 home runs for the team, 178 stolen bases. Our pitching is projected to be terrible, though. A lot of strikeouts, a lot of walks, a lot of home runs given up. So we'll see what we can do. You guys can see the predictions. Pause, take a look at anything you want to take a look at. I'm going to go over just a little bit here. Wyatt Langford, top hitter. De La Cruz is up there. And Evan Carter's on the bottom of that list right there for the top 10. Yanquiel Fernandez makes it. Good for him. Pitching-wise, we have no one. I didn't expect to have anyone. Colorado has Blade Tidwell, though. Good for Blade Tidwell. Down in the NL, they got the Dodgers projected to almost top 100. Cardinals projected to go mid-90s. Let's see what they have for players. Acuna, Walker, Carroll, Chorio, Otani, James Wood. Okay, looking pretty straightforward about what you'd expect for 2-3 years in to a save. Without further ado, let me make sure that everyone is on the 40-man. It's going to probably yell at me when I hit continue, but then we will go and we will play opening day. We're taking on Cleveland. It's at Cleveland. I think we are a better team than Cleveland. I think we should win this game. Dylan Cease is going to take the start. Dylan Cease is already a little worse than what we assigned him. That's okay, though. Let's see, they're trying out a righty in Tristan McKenzie. I really like our lineup against righties. I really like our lineup against lefties. So let us go and play and see just what we can do. But before we do that, I am just going to turn the volumes down. I've noticed in a few of the recordings that the game volume is just blaringly loud. So I apologize if that came up previously. But let us start the game. So we'll play out the top of the first, then we're going to do what we always do, go to about the 7th or 8th, jump in from there. So let's see what Evan Carter does. First official at bat as a Montreal Expo opening day. We are in Cleveland, wind blowing out to left. Carter's on a 13-game hitting streak. Let's see what he does. First at bat, grounds out to second. Not ideal, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Condon's up. Condon crushes one. That's going to be a diving catch. Wow. Great play. Great play. But I think it's Tyler O'Neill out there. Fantastic play. Former Gold Glover, so. Seager draws a walk. We at least get a man on base. Ellie De La Cruz is up. Ellie De La Cruz crushes one. Is that out or is that a fly out? That's out. Ellie De La Cruz, first at bat of the season, goes yard. We got 2-run lead here in the top of the first. 416 feet for Ellie De La Cruz. Hopefully there's going to be a lot more of that to come. Let's see what Adolis does. Adolis crushes one. That's gone too. Back-to-back home runs, top of the first. We are now up 3-0. I'm very hopeful that we will be a much better team this year than we have been seasons past. Harry Ford here, he's better against lefties than righties, but he's still a very good batter. He's going to fly out, shallow outfield. And that is the first inning. So now let's get back to our quick sim here till later in the game. We allow a run in the first. 2 more in the second, though, to go up 5-1. This is a high-scoring game. We are now trailing 7-5. So Cease's first outing as an Expo does not go well. Come back in the 7th, we have the lead. 8th inning, we'll start playing here. Blaze Alexander at bat, 2 for 3 on the day. Blaze Alexander with a little, line drive, but he gets it, he gets it. No single for Blaze Alexander. Chris Bryant's up. Chris Bryant walks. Brenton Doyle. Brenton Doyle rockets one on the ground, but it's going to be a double play. That's fine. Still have a 1-run lead. Bottom 8. Caleb Ferguson, our stopper, is in. Gets the ground out to third. That's one thing that I really like about this team, too, is that we are not just great on terms of offense and at the plate. Defensively, look at these ratings. Blaze Alexander is going to be up in the 60s. Seager is going to be, I think, 55 or 60. Everyone else looks like they could compete for a Gold Glove at their respective position. Josh Naylor's going to get, I think that's going to be a double, if I had to guess, yeah. Naylor's going to get a double. We want to keep him out and away from home plate because we don't want to give up a time run here this late in the game. Nightmare scenario here is going to be some sort of a home run, and Lennon Sosa's a good batter. Ground ball, keeps him at second, throw it to first. Ellie gets the out. Ferguson looking to finish off the inning. He's going to finish it off. Grounder to third. We got the out. Top 9. We're up by 1. Let's get a little insurance here. Evan Carter's got leadoff going against Emmanuel Classe, one of the top closers in baseball. Carter strikes out. It's okay. 2 for 4, 2 for 5 now. Charlie Condon's up. He's got 2 home runs in the game. No, Ellie hit the first one. Condon just got on base. Condon gets on base again, though, a single. We got Seager up. He's 1 for 3 right now. And I think that is a double play. Still a 1-run game. Jose Soriano's in to close it. This is where I would love to have AJ Puck, but I trust Soriano. Soriano gets the ground out second. Nice and easy there. Quick one here. Ooh, that is going to be a base hit. Base hit center. It's going to be a single though, so not too worried there. Nothing crazy. Charge. Yeah. Another single. We're going to have runners on first and second. That's fine. Soriano. Let's put this out here. Get a double play. Ball 4, bases loaded, 1 out. We're up by 1. We've already watched our team blow a save in opening day. And I think season 1. I think season 1 we blew a save opening day. Gave up a walk-off. I would pull him, honestly. I would get another pitcher in there. But it's not my call. Let's see what we can do against the DH. And we just lost the game on a walk-off. Damn. That sucks. I have a lot of hope for the season. We got 12 hits. We scored 8 runs. But let's see, we hit 3 home runs. But like I covered before, fortunately, our team is very good offensively, not great in terms of pitching. So kind of a bummer that we're ending opening day on a walk-off loss. Come over here. Cease pitched terribly. Flaherty came in, did well. Ferguson came in, did well. Soriano, the fill-in closer, gives up 2 runs from a bases loaded situation. Unfortunately, we fall on opening day. With that sour note, unfortunately, we're gonna call an episode there. I will see you guys at our first check-in right around the rookie draft all-star time. Thank you guys very much.